How I spend a Sunday. Hello, my friend. Welcome back. I'm Channie. I'm so happy that you're here with me again today. Thank you for spending part of your day learning English with me. I hope you're feeling relaxed and ready to enjoy another conversation. Remember that learning English doesn't have to be stressful. You don't need to memorize everything immediately. Just listen carefully, enjoy the story, and let the language become familiar little by little. Every lesson is another opportunity to improve your listening, expand your vocabulary, and become more confident when speaking English. So let's relax, smile, and begin today's conversation together. Today's topic is how I spend a Sunday. Sunday is one of my favorite days of the week because it gives me time to slow down after several busy days. From Monday to Saturday, life is often filled with classes, work, homework, meetings, and many responsibilities. Sometimes I become so busy that I forget to take care of myself. That is why Sunday feels special to me. It is a chance to rest, organize my thoughts, and prepare for the new week. Although I don't always spend every Sunday in exactly the same way, there are a few habits that help me feel happier, healthier, and more productive. I believe that how we spend our Sunday can influence how we feel during the entire week that follows. I usually wake up a little earlier than most people, even on Sunday. I enjoy the peaceful feeling of the early morning when everything is still quiet. The air feels fresh, the streets are not crowded, and there are very few distractions. Instead of checking my phone as soon as I wake up, I like to drink a glass of water, open the window, and enjoy the morning sunlight. Sometimes I stretch for a few minutes or simply sit quietly while thinking about the day ahead. Starting the morning slowly helps me feel calm and gives me more energy. I have noticed that when I begin the day peacefully, I usually stay in a better mood for the rest of the day. After breakfast, I often spend some time doing things that I don't have enough time for during the week. Sometimes I read a book that has been waiting on my desk for several days. Other times I practice English, watch educational videos, or learn something completely new. One enjoys studying on Sunday because there is no pressure. I can learn at my own pace without worrying about deadlines or exams. Instead of studying because I have to, I study because I want to. That small difference makes learning much more enjoyable and reminds me that education is something we can continue throughout our entire lives. Around the afternoon, I like to leave the house if the weather is nice. Sometimes I go for a walk in a nearby park. Sometimes I visit a cafe where I can sit quietly with my notebook or laptop. I enjoy watching people, listening to soft music, and thinking about my goals. I don't always need to do something exciting. In fact, I have learned that simple moments often become the most meaningful memories. A peaceful walk, a warm cup of coffee, or a good conversation with a friend can make an ordinary Sunday feel very special. Those moments help me slow down and appreciate the present instead of constantly worrying about the future. Sunday is also the day when I prepare for the coming week. In the evening, I usually clean my room, organize my study materials, and make a simple plan for the next few days. I write down the most important tasks that I need to complete and think about the goals I want to achieve. Planning ahead helps me feel less stressed because I know what I need to do. Of course, Unexpected things can always happen, but having a plan gives me direction. Instead of feeling overwhelmed on Monday morning, I can start the new week with a clear mind and a positive attitude. One habit that I especially enjoy on Sunday evening is reflecting on the past week. I ask myself a few simple questions. What did I do well? What mistakes did I make? What lessons did I learn? Is there anything I can improve next week? I don't ask these questions to criticize myself. Instead, I ask them because I want to continue growing. Every week gives us new experiences, and every experience teaches us something valuable. Reflection helps me notice my progress and reminds me that success is built through many small improvements over a long period of time. Of course, not every Sunday is perfect. Sometimes I feel tired after a busy week. Sometimes I don't complete everything on my to-do list. Sometimes unexpected plans change my schedule. However, I have learned not to expect perfection. A good Sunday is not about doing everything perfectly. It is about giving myself time to rest, recharge, and prepare for a new beginning. Taking care of ourselves is just as important as working hard. When we rest well, we have more energy to achieve our goals during the week. Now I'd like to ask you a few questions. What do you usually do on Sundays? Do you prefer staying at home or going outside? How do you prepare for a new week? Is there a special Sunday habit that makes you feel happy? If you had one completely free Sunday, how would you spend it? Think about your answers and try saying them in English. Don't worry about making mistakes. Every time you speak, you become a little more confident, and every conversation helps you improve your English naturally. Thank you so much for spending this relaxing time with me today. I hope today's conversation encouraged you to enjoy your Sundays a little more and to remember that rest is not a waste of time. Rest helps us become stronger, happier, and more prepared for the challenges ahead. I'm Channie. Thank you for listening until the end. Take good care of yourself. Enjoy the little moments. Keep learning English every day, and I'll see you again in our next conversation. Goodbye, my dear friend.